price of living has exploded in the United States. Let's see what's going on.
I ever wonder if things are so bad out there, how are all these big corporations making record profits? Because you can look at the price of producing goods, quick Google search, the prices went up, but not near as much as the price tags have went up. If it feels like things are gradually becoming more and more expensive, it's because they fucking are. Here's a fun little game to play. If you use the Walmart app, which Walmart, all big corporations, but especially Walmart. All right, anyways, I digress. As I was saying, if you use that app, get on your Walmart app. They've got a feature on there to where you can look at your order history as far back as you want to go, right? Go back 2-3 years. Pick a cart that you bought before. Hit the rebuy all option. It'll put it in your cart on today's prices. That'll give you a good comparison on how much goods have went up. The last time I seen this comparison was a guy that reordered his cart from 2022, and he reordered in 2024. In 2022, the cost of those goods was like $140. In 2024, it was like $440.
I don't need the Walmart app to let me know that everything has gone up drastically. You just go to the store, you fill your cart. You know that cart used to cost $200 to fill up. Now you go for $200, it's less than half the cart. Like I shop at Aldi. A lot of the items that I've bought, I've been buying for years. And just like on a few items, for example, I know prices have gone up like crazy. My olive oil, $3, $2.99. Now it's $5.99. That's 100% increase. That was like my go-to olive oil. Avocado oil, also $2.99. Now it's $5.99. Eggs used to be $1.05. I remember that clearly a few years ago. This wasn't like back in my day. No, it was like 2-3 years ago. $1.05. Now they're like 360. Like this dude said, make it make sense.
For $15 for that in 2025.
Prices haven't gone up a little bit. They haven't doubled. They've literally quadrupled, as you just saw in a lot of items. And it's just like, well, how much more can we take? Where do you go from here? Like, what do people do? Not eat? That's not an option. The housing, though, that's really gone crazy. Thank God I own my house. But if I didn't right now, I wouldn't be able to qualify for damn near any home in my area. I just wouldn't. Don't make enough. And the prices have shot up 100, 200% in the last 5 years. And it's like good luck to the regular person trying to that has a good paying job, mind you. You could be making $70,000, $80,000 a year and you cannot great credit everything and you still cannot get approved for a house. That's the situation we're in right now, and the cost of living is just exploded everywhere, all across the country. Not even across the country, across the whole world.
People affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living?
Personally, I'm not. I had to move out of San Diego. I'm from Southern California, but it's too expensive. Even with full-time work, I had 2 full-time jobs, working on the weekends and at night and in the morning. I still couldn't save up enough money for a deposit for a studio apartment or anything, frankly. So I had to make a change. Right there is the border wall with Mexico and the United States. One side is San Diego, one side is Tijuana. Now I live on the Tijuana side. While the difference is only 2 blocks, I have a substantially cheaper cost of living. Currently, I'm renting a studio apartment for about $100 a week. I've seen comparable priced places going as far as a 2-bedroom with the same price point, $400 or $500 a month. The same kind of place in San Diego, 2 blocks away, would cost you upwards of $1,500 to $2,000 or $3,000. To go to work, I cross the border in the morning. A few times a week, I do Amazon flex shifts, and in about 2 full-time days, I pay my rent for the month. The thing is, I don't go every day because it's kind of a headache. So while I technically earn less, I have a greater purchasing power, effectively. So 5 months ago, basically, I moved to Tijuana and went from being full-time employed with 2 jobs, living in my van for years.
Well, that's how you do it. That's how you do it in 2025. You move to fucking Tijuana. That's what you got to do to survive nowadays. Just get a job close to the border and hop your ass over the border every day. Go live over there because the place that you got your job in your country, you can't afford it here. Don't drive a flashy car. Do not try to stand out, please. Just go to Tijuana, right? Like the logic that this economy is pushing us to is ridiculous. Just go to Tijuana, my guy. Everything's fine over there. Nothing to worry about in Tijuana. Move to Tijuana. No biggie. Great. That's where we're at. What else we got?
If you've grilled any hamburgers lately, you've probably noticed that the price of hamburger meat has absolutely exploded. And this is not your imagination. This is a real thing happening right now. Prices for hamburger meat are at an all-time high, and it's not just burgers. Steak prices, all-time high. Chicken prices, all-time high. Milk and eggs, near all-time high prices. In fact, food prices across the board have gone up 2.9% in the last year, which is slightly faster than it was in the year before. Food is just one dimension of the whole cost of living crisis that a lot of us are living with right now, but it's not alone. All across the country right now, the cost of electricity is skyrocketing. Housing costs, don't even get me started. Childcare.
Dude's right, bro. Like, what is going on? How are all these prices jumping record highs? Like, technology used to have this big block cell phone that was like $1,000, and now you can get this nice little cell phone with a HD camera and everything for $100. I thought the prices are supposed to come down as civilization pushes forward and we have new inventions and more of a workforce. And no, prices of everything have gone up. Housing, childcare. Oh my God, if you have to put your kid into childcare, I don't care how much you make, I feel bad for you. If you don't have someone to watch your kid, one paycheck is literally just going every week. Every week a paycheck has to go for that kid. It's like $1,000 a week to put a kid into a childcare. Even if it was 500, that's ridiculous. It's it's absurd, bro. I don't know how long people can handle this. And then when you take it to the account that the average American doesn't have $400 saved for an emergency, and these prices are going up like this, like how are people gonna sustain? I'm just worried there's gonna be like something bad that happens. Like people are gonna get pushed too far and they're gonna have to start like stealing or something. I don't know. How are people gonna afford these prices?
For any of you who don't know, daycare is basically a second mortgage, and that's if you can find it at all. All of this stuff put together is putting enormous strain on our country right now, and the hard truth is that there are no easy or simple answers to any of it. Our cost of living is the combination of 100 different things that come together to become one big problem, and any solution to it is going to look the same way. But there are things that our elected leaders could do to address this problem starting today. For example, you can make all school breakfasts and lunches free. School meals aren't that expensive, but they do add up, and it makes a big difference to a lot of families. It also wouldn't cost taxpayers that much, and our state and federal governments absolutely have more than enough money to do it today, but it's just not a priority for people in office, and that is a political choice. The single biggest chunk of most people's monthly budgets is their housing. We got to build a lot more housing if we want to bring down housing costs, but a lot of the local elected leaders deliberately make that very hard to do, and that fundamentally is a political choice as well. On electricity costs, our state legislature literally just passed a bill overriding Governor Stein's veto that allows Duke Energy to raise our rates even faster, so they could just not do that. Political choice. But what about food costs? The Trump tariffs are absolutely raising the cost of our food as well as everything else. That's very clear in the data. They're also raising the cost of fertilizer and fuel for farmers, and those costs get passed on to us. Even though Trump has imposed these tariffs, Congress has the complete authority to block them at any time they choose, but they've chosen not to do so, either because they're scared of Trump or because they're okay with raising your costs.
I'm sure the average person is exhausted, man. They don't care what the reason is. If it's the tariffs, the chicken's caught a flu, and all of a sudden my eggs are $12. Like we're tired of these excuses, dude. What i- what is going on? Give us normal price food, and I don't feel people are talking about this enough. Like these are huge jumps in prices, and we're just like they just have us bogged down, worried about getting enough sleep so we can go work a whole nother day and then hurry up and get home and take care of stuff that you need to take care of and then hurry up and go to sleep just so you can repeat the process all over again. Oh my God, the bills due, blah, blah, blah. And you look up and a whole year is gone. The whole year just went by. And here you are wondering how come I don't have any money? Like I never go nowhere. I don't eat out. I don't take crazy vacations. How come I can't afford to to save money? Because everything is quadrupled, tripled. Price of living is gone to an insane amount that we couldn't even fathom 5 years ago. Once prices have gone up, they have never gone back down since the Great Depression. Is that what it's going to take for our country to be able to go get reasonably priced food, to be able to afford your mortgage or your rent? We're in 2025 and you think it would be going the opposite way, like stuff is getting cheaper, the technology is better. Nope, now our electricity is going up too. Like, bro, how far will they push us? I guess that's the game we're playing. Let's see how far we can be pushed.
Bro, if I knew how bad the economy was gonna be up to date, I wouldn't have been riding no bikes, playing no video games. I would have bought a house when I was 10. They did a study based on today's economy. Like, what should minimum wage be based on today's economy to make sure an American is comfortable living a day-to-day life, like with the prices, how the prices is up to date. Bro, do you know how much they say you need to make an hour to be comfortable around this motherfucker? $66 fucking an hour. $66 an hour, bro. Who the fuck making that? That ain't even the kicker. You make $66 an hour. You work 40 hours a week. At the end of the month, guess how much you gonna have in whole? 10 bands. Oh no, but don't think you taking the whole 10 bands. You forgot about Uncle Sam. You're going home with 6,500. Maybe a 7-ball if you lucky. Okay, so eliminate all the bills and life expenses from that 6,500. You left, even motherfuckers who making $66 an hour after paying all their bills and life expenses at the end of the month, they only gonna be able to save a band or two a month. So regular motherfuckers like me and you was just cooked. We po. We just at this point we just on the internet seeing who can be po better. Who can be best at being po.
I guess we have to play who's best at being poor. That's it. Went from like people fake flexing like with cars and stuff to on social media and renting Airbnbs, like that was the flex. Now the flex is like, how long can I stretch this bag of rice? Look at my tips and tricks on how to get by with under $100 a week in food. Blah blah blah. Like, bro, what happened to our country? What is going on here? $66 an hour. That's what we need to make to be living okay. We're taxed when we buy, taxed when we sell. If you want to leave your kids a house, you're taxed on that too. They're taxed on that. If you die, let's say you have Medicaid, and after you pass away, Medicaid, like, hey, yeah, you know that house that your dad had when he was alive? Well, he passed away and he got sick. He shouldn't have, but we paid for all his treatments and stuff. And now that he's dead, we have to collect, and so we're gonna collect by taking his house. That's a real thing, people. Medicaid will take somebody's house after they have passed away, instead of passing down a little bit of wealth to your kids so they can get ahead in life. Nope. Yeah, we're giving you this service, but when you die, we're gonna take your freaking house to get our money back. I forget what it's called, but look it up. Medicaid does take homes after people die. It's just crazy, dude. I feel like we're getting screwed on all sides. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's like, if you don't like it, make more money. That's the only option that they're giving us. And price of everything has tripled, quadrupled. It's impossible to get a mortgage. It's impossible almost to live in an apartment or even get approved for an apartment unless you're making some ridiculous salary, unless you're a doctor or engineer or something. It's crazy out here, guys. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I guess we're back to what that guy said. Let's see who's the best at living poor.